Hi, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be a reading for all signs, sun, moon, and rising. Everything will be time-stamped in the description below, and I'll try to also put that in like the first pinned comment too, so that you can just hop around to your moon and rising sign and your sun sign as well. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you would like a personal reading. So let's get started. Aries. We start out with the Two of Wands and the King of Wands. So obviously you are making some pretty serious plans, and it seems like your sights are set pretty high. You are holding the world right there. And of course the Two of Wands is just in the planning stages, the deciding stages, and the King of Wands is like, that's it. He's very successful at anything he does. He's very charismatic. It's difficult. People don't even really like to say no to him. They almost just can't. He's just got this charisma and charm. So whatever this thing is that you're thinking about and you're kind of dreaming about as you hold the world in your hand, this king is there to say, I've got all the ambition and drive that you need, and obviously you have it as well. The one card you get for a clarifier right here is this Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is all about hard work. So if you put in the hard work, it's not going to be a problem. And given the fact that you have this king, which is going to give you momentum and drive, and you have this two here, which gives you tons of planning room, tons of ideas, and also the confidence to go ahead and do that, I don't think you can lose. So whatever you're thinking about for the beginning of the week, in the beginning of like a long time, this is the time to do it. All right, we are going to head into Taurus now. And let's see what we've got for Taurus. We have got the Four of Wands. And I just picked that one up by mistake. Let me just... And the Nine of Wands. So it looks like we are looking for some kind of foundation. We are looking for some kind of, this can be marriage, family, but it seems like you're on the fence because you've got this 9 here, which is, all I can hear is, I don't really want to commit to this. That's what it feels like, because, the step after the 9 is a heavy burden. It's the guy with the sticks, and he's bent over, carrying all the sticks. So right now it seems like you're in observation mode with this 9 of Wands. You really want this. You really want this future, this happiness, this whatever this is, but there's something that is holding you back. Let's take a look and see what it is that's holding you back here. I just want to get one card to clarify this. The Eight of Swords. So you want this happy marriage, family, new foundation thing, but there's something here holding you back. And whatever it is, this Eight of Swords is not, it's something you don't want to see. It's something you don't want to talk about. It's something that you know is there, but you're just like, nope, not interested in talking about it. If I can't see it, it's not there. And, oftentimes the Eight of Swords is called, a prison of your own making. It's because you can see, she's got the blindfold on, and if she just drops her arms, the ropes will come off. So it's kind of like your choice to stay in that situation. You don't have to be there, though. So whatever it is that's holding you up, you know exactly what it is. So I'd like to hear what that is, too. All right, we're going to get a couple cards for Gemini. There's one. We have the Ten of Wands, Gemini. Okay. And we're going to get one more to go with that. There it is. And the Hanged Man. So, oops. So it looks like we are under some kind of serious burden right now. And it almost seems from this Hanged Man, before you got the Hanged Man, that you just didn't see a way out. But now with this Hanged Man, it's saying, hey, if you look at this from a different perspective, there is a way out. There's a way to put that burden down. So there's something that's weighing on you, something you're carrying, and you don't have to carry it anymore, because that Hanged Man is saying, hey, well, look at it from my point of view, and maybe you don't have to do this way anymore. And we're going to get one card to clarify, and we have the Strength card. So this is not a card of brute strength. This is a more quiet, dignified strength. So I think what it's saying is, instead of using this brute strength you're using here to carry all this stuff, it may be time to summon up like your mental strength and clarity and figure out a way out of this, versus just continuing on this path of carrying that heavy, heavy burden just until forever. All right, we're going to look at Cancer now. And Cancer has got the 9 of Swords on this beginning of the week for Monday, April 15th. 9 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. Okay, so it looks like there's something that we're worried about, and it's keeping you up at night. You're constantly perseverating over whatever this thing is, Cancer. And the good news is that you've got this 8 of Wands energy here. So whatever this is, I think this is unfounded. And the 8 of Wands coming in says, I think that the energy is going to swiftly change in a different direction. But man, oh man, because you have that 9 of Swords, again, double confirmation, which I love and hate all at the same time for you. I like the double confirmation because you know you're on the right track, but whatever this is, you have got to allow this energy shift that's coming. You have to allow this, because if you don't, this will just continue, this 9 of Swords energy. So there is something that you are just perseverating over. It seems just like almost an obsession, I would say. So when that 8 of Wands comes in and gives you the offer of changing the energy, please take them up on that. All right, now we have Leo. And Leo, we've got the King of Swords here for you. What do we have to go with our King of Swords? The 5 of Cups. Okay, well, King of Swords, is this the King or the, yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute, is that the Queen? Maybe I should wear my glasses, right? Okay, so we've got the King of Swords and the 5 of Cups. So it looks like there's been a terribly difficult decision that you've had to make, or one that you have coming up that you are dreading making. And the thing is, sometimes when you have to make those types of decisions, it does cause disappointment. And like you see the spilled cups over here. So it's sort of sad. It makes you feel bad. It's not easy being the king, right? It's not easy having to make decisions and do things that impact other people. Even though they're for the right reason, we don't like to do them. But remember, if you turn around, facing the king here are 2 upright cups. So if this guy can just turn around and see it from a different perspective, he'll be able to see that, hey, you know what, there's a good side to this. Maybe this was unfortunate, but there is a good side. And then to clarify, we've got the Queen of Cups here. Maybe. Do we have her? Yeah, we do. We've got the Queen of Cups here to clarify. So it looks like in the end, these 3 cups that were spilled out in the sadness that this decision caused, whatever it might have been, is not the end of the world. It really seems like it's not, all is not lost. You know, it will come out okay in the end. It's just that the decision itself is not one the king really wants to make. All right, so we are on to Leo. And we have the Hermit, Leo. Okay, so needing some time away? Let's get another card and find out what we have going on here. The Hermit and, apparently you do. You got the Hermit and the 6 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords is about travel. It's about leaving choppy, rough waters, sometimes to head to smoother waters. You can see over here the water is wavy, and over here it's all smooth behind him, or actually in front of him. And the Hermit is about getting yourself away to a quiet place, you know, using the light that you have inside of you. He brings his own light with him. He doesn't need anybody else to tell him anything. He doesn't need anybody's input. He just needs some time away. And this may be the prescription for you, Leo, is just some time away. We're going to get one card to clarify here and find out exactly what that means, or exactly what this is in reference to. I'm quite sure you know. Just get one card to clarify anyway. There it is. All right, we have got the 7 of Cups. Well, that makes it easy enough. 7 of Cups is about, you know, emotional overwhelm, lots of options, a little bit of static. It can just be all kinds of stuff coming in that you're like, oh, it's too much to bear. And you know what? My husband has a phrase he uses sometimes, and he says, sometimes life is just too ridiculous to bear. And that's what I feel like with the Seven of Cups. And so you know what? This time away, this hermit time is absolutely perfect. It's absolutely perfect for you to take the other time and just get away. Just get away, sort your thoughts out, and be able to bring yourself to a place where you're feeling a little bit better about everything in general. But it seems that you need some time away to sort some things out. And now we are up to Virgo. We have the Fool. And what do we have with the Fool? There we go. How about this one? The Seven of Wands. Two of my absolute favorite cards. The Fool, you know, Virgo, you are ready to go on to your next adventure. You are ready to make your move, go on to your next adventure. And here we've got the Seven of Wands. And I love this card because it's so clear to me. The Seven of Wands, you see, he's up on top of this hill. And now these people have these sticks, right? And think about it, if they're holding up 5 or 6 feet of stick, because look how big the stick that he's holding is, if they're holding that up, they've got to be pretty far below him, and now they're like kind of stabbing up at him, you know. And it could be that this new thing that you want to do, people are kind of stabbing up at you like, oh, well, that's stupid, or, you know, that kind of thing. Like, they're just kind of up in your business, and they're negative, and they're like, their vibration is very low and your vibration is very high up here. So the good thing though is you don't see him engaging. Like, his stick is not engaged with them. He's just got his stick up here and he's like, no, no, no. He's not down there stabbing at them. He's staying up where he belongs and on his high vibration, up on his pedestal, and he's just like, nope, I'm not going down there to play with you negative people. It's not going to go down like that. So that's very good news. But it is a damper on the Fool's energy, because the Fool is just like ready to go. Like, he just wants to leave. He's made up his mind. He's ready to go, do his own thing, and now he wants to go. Okay, so clarifying card we have here is the Eight of Pentacles, and this is very tough for you, Virgo. You guys are workers, so you're ready now. You've worked, and now you're ready for this. You're ready for this new journey, this new life, this new experience, this new stuff, and you've got this negative nonsense over here. And that negative stuff can be anything from waiting for administrative things to clear so that you can go do what you want. It can be anything. It can be having to finish up a contract for a job before you can go on to your next thing. Whatever it is, it's just frustrating you. You have done all of the work that you're supposed to do, and you just want to leave. You just want to start your whole new journey. So just know you've put in the work, you're keeping the negative stuff at bay, and you just keep doing you, thinking about what you have to do to move forward. All right, we are at Libra. And Libra, we have the Death card for you. Don't get all freaked out. Doesn't mean anything bad. And what do we have to go with? We have the Queen of Pentacles. So, what have you been up to, Libra? What is it that you need to let go of? Because death is usually about something coming to an end. It's usually that it's time for a certain way of thinking, a certain thing we've been doing, a relationship, something. It's time for it to come to an end. Now, paired with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is like, she's that Pinterest mom, you know, like she's got the cubbies when you come in the door from school that have a place for each kid's lunchbox and their boots and coat. And she's got the permission slips ready to go, and she cuts coupons and makes, you know, freezer meals. Like, she's that person. You know, she pays the bills from the household. She saves money on the side. You know, she gets the group on to take the kids out for stuff. You know, she's that mom. She's an extremely good steward of everything that's given to her. So what is it she's trying to let go of here? I am not sure, but we're going to take a little bit of a look. I have an idea what this is about, but I just want to get a card back here for clarity to see. Ooh, and here is our card. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So it looks like there has been some amount of success that's been achieved here. We had two of them flip over. Okay, we had three of them, which I really don't want to get into all of that, but we'll just keep the first one. I don't want to make this too long. But where did it go? Oh no! So whatever she's been working on, Why won't this stay? Why doesn't it want to stay here? Okay. Whatever this queen has been working on, it's like you've done it already, like enough already. Like this 10 is also the end. It's whatever she has worked on, she's mastered it. It's almost like you don't have to try so hard anymore. That's what I'm hearing. You just don't have to try so hard anymore. Everybody knows how awesome you are. You've been extremely successful. You have been successful for your family. Or successful. This could be at your workplace also. Whatever you are doing, you have been very successful and everyone knows it. It's almost like all I keep hearing is you just don't have to try so hard. So you know what? Don't try so hard. It's not that I'm telling you to like be lazy at work this week. I'm just saying you just don't have to try super hard to do everything or to get everything done the way that you think it should be done. You just don't have to put yourself out. Everybody knows you're awesome. That's kind of what I'm hearing there. All right, and we are at Scorpio, and my foot is falling asleep. And we've got the High Priestess, so your intuition is singing right along these first couple days of the beginning of the week of April 15th. And you've got the Lovers. Okay, Scorpio, so it looks like to me there is something going on with your relationship, and your intuition, whatever that is correct. It's probably very important for you to focus on this relationship. This could be a love relationship, you know, significant other, spouse, partner, love interest in it, or it could be, it doesn't have to be romantic, I guess is my point. It likely it is, but it doesn't have to be. So let's see what the intuition is regarding here. Oh, there we go. Flipped right out. 5 of Pentacles. So it looks like it may be that somebody is feeling not cared for or left out of this relationship. It might be that one of us is just too busy to pay attention to the other one, and it's leaving somebody feeling pretty out in the cold. This 5 of Pentacles, even though it's Pentacles, a lot of times is very highly emotional. You know, it's about, what about me? Don't you care? And it could just be that, you know, Scorpio, you could just be working really hard and you just didn't mean it, but you could be ignoring your person. You know, you could just kind of be ignoring them. But just when your intuition tells you, like, hey, I should call them, or I should send them a quick note, or I should just go over and see how they're doing, follow that intuition, because there's a good chance that that person may be feeling this out in the cold feeling, and it's not your intention at all, but your intuition is telling you, hey, you might want to pay attention to this person because they're feeling like you don't really like them anymore, and I'm sure that's the farthest thing from the truth. All right, we're going to do Sagittarius, and Sagittarius, we get Judgment. What is coming to judgment for you, Sagittarius? Let's take a look. What do we have? Okay, we've got the 7 of Swords, so I don't know what you've been up to. I'm not saying you're like running around or doing anything like that, but it does seem that like either something you have been doing that's a little shady or sneaky is going to come out into the light, or something that someone around you has been doing that's a little shady or sneaky is going to come out into the light. Like they could be like watching you online but not saying anything. It feels like you've been kind of cut off from whoever this person could be, but maybe they are, like I said, they're still watching you. But whatever it is, somebody's doing something a little shady. I don't feel like it's infidelity shady. I just feel like it's more like talking about them, or something's going on behind somebody's back, whether it's just, I feel like it's gossip. Honestly, I feel like there's some kind of gossip going on, and whatever that gossip is going to be brought out into the light, and it's not going to be that pretty when it shows up. So if it's you doing it, I'd zip it so you don't get busted. Okay, that's the only way I can say it. Is just you don't want to be you don't want to get, if you've gotten away with it for this long, that's it. So better off if it's you doing this shady stuff, stop doing it. And if somebody else is doing it, you're going to find out. But I'd like to get one card here for a little bit of, this is a sloppy shuffle. Okay, so we have the World. Okay, the World's going to find out. No, what I really think it is like I say, I think somebody else is either talking about you or like stalking you online, or they're saying stuff to family members or friends or something like that going on. But right here with the Wheel of Fortune, your luck is kind of changing when it comes to that. So the Judgment card too, it's going to get brought out into the light, and they're going to look really, really stupid when it happens. Like I said, if it's you doing the talking, don't say anything. Don't do it anymore. But I don't think it's you. I think someone's doing it about you. I think they're talking about you or trying to get you in trouble, saying nasty stuff, like just gossipy, just crap, not anything even important. So don't participate in it, whatever you do. And now we are up to Capricorn. High Priestess. Okay, super intuitive card. We've got one of the most intuitive cards in the entire deck out here for you. And what do we have with it? The Chariot. Okay, so it looks like you're going to be getting some pretty serious messages coming in to you. It feels like emotional messages, but there is something in it's going to like hit you, like I want to say like right in the heart, but that's what it feels like. There's going to be some kind of messages coming into you. Pay attention to your intuition. I know you're not really, I don't think you want to, I think you hear stuff and you're like, oh, no. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear. I don't care. But this time, when this stuff comes in, it's going to come blazing in, and you really need to pay attention to whatever it is. I think it's going to be a few different things, and I feel really confused by this. Like I'm like, what is? Oh my gosh, just had this go on for Sagittarius. We've got these Seven of Swords here. There, Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is all about being sneaky. People call it the thief. People say it's like infidelity and stuff like that. I don't feel like it's necessarily infidelity. I wouldn't completely write it off, but I do feel like there's like it's almost like some gossiping that someone has done is going to come to a head. Like you know about it, you've been feeling it, even if you haven't heard it yourself. It's like someone's like been talking about you, or you know that like they're nice to your face, and then behind your back they're not as nice. That's what it feels like to me. But you know it deep down. So in the big picture, it's what you think you know. Okay, what you think is going on is probably going on. So use that intuition. If there's some sneaky situation going on around you, protect your social media accounts. Like check your passwords and check what's being shared publicly on your different pages that you maybe don't want to be public. And yeah, I just would say protect yourself. It seems like there's some kind of shady thing going on there. Like I said, I think that you have a feeling about it already, but you might not have wanted to believe it. All right, Aquarius, you have got the Fool. So I have a big glare on this. Let me see if I can turn it a touch. There we go. Okay, you've got the Fool, so ready to go on some kind of journey, ready for some new kind of life. Oh, ready for something to happen. And I'm going to get one more card to go with it. Here it is. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so you're ready. You are ready for this new journey. There's success. Like you've had success. You've completed what you need to complete. You are just waiting to go. And because you know what you're going to, you can see he's going to leap off this precipice right into these pentacles. Like, you know, what you're headed to is even better than you thought it was. But I think you might have not thought so at first, but now you really know. And so now that you know, which Aquarians, I'm an Aquarius, we always know that we know that we know, always. But we didn't, you don't want to believe it sometimes because you're thinking, well, am I nuts? You're not nuts. And it's actually going to be better than you thought it was going to be. But here you go. This Five of Swords shows up. And this Five of Swords is like other people. This is other people that are like, oh, why are you doing that? Oh, well, I don't know if I would do that. I mean, that sounds a little crazy, doesn't it? It's that kind of stuff. Like you have this dream, this thing you want to do. You're super excited. You know it's going to be really successful. And other people are like, no, I wouldn't do that. Or my favorite, especially this one who's turned away, must be nice. Like everybody's handed you everything your whole life, right? Oh, must be nice. That's what I'm feeling here. So you're ready to go. You know it's going to be a success. There's some people that are a little bit of naysayer, nonsensical Nancy's. Who cares? You know what you're going to go do. You go do you. Who gives a crap about them? Careful, I don't want to swear. Oops. All right, we're going to do one for Pisces. Pisces, okay, you get the Ten of Pentacles. And I'm shuffling. You can see me shuffling. They just fly out. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you know what this says to me, Pisces? This says to me that you are going to be very successful. You all are most likely already successful, but you need to keep a close eye on your finances. This could also be like your position at work is very good. Like you have a good job, or your home. Maybe you run your family's budget, you pay your family's bills. Whatever the case is, you've got yourself together, whether it's work or home, your personal finances or your job, whatever it is, you've got yourself together. But something is saying here, you need to keep a tight lock on what's going on around you. Check your bank accounts, check the passwords to your bank accounts. I would say also, at work, I would check your emails. If people send you things that are inappropriate, I would go directly to them and tell them. I don't know why this is saying sound. It's important though. Go right to them and say, please do not ever send me these sorts of things at work again. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but this is just for one person, but I am hearing, be very careful about the communications that come back and forth, especially when it comes to anything with your job or your finances. The computer that you use to do your online banking, you should not be using to do other weird stuff, because you could have a problem. You really want to lock your finances down this week. As you're planning, I probably have this up by Sunday, the 14th. So as you're planning for your week, I want you to check all your all your savings. I want you to check your passwords on everything. I want you to check your bank balances, the activity in your bank accounts. Please do this for me, okay? It's just important. You want to check your budget. Go through your calendar to make sure you paid everything you're supposed to pay this month. Tomorrow is tax day, April 15th. Well, actually, this is for April 15th, but I'll release this. I should have it up by Sunday the 14th. If you're in the U.S., your taxes have to be paid and filed by April 15th. So maybe it's that. I don't know what it is, but please, 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 please pay very close attention to what is going on financially and in your practical environment, in your home. Check your smoke detectors, whatever it is, things that have to do with your practical environment, your home, your job, your finances, the safety of your home, all of that. Please lock it all down today. Now, the card that you have to clarify is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is all about activity and getting things done. And in this respect, it's like saying, please, please do the things I asked you to do. Please, like I said, check your bank accounts. Check all of those things. It's really important. And like I said, if you haven't filed your taxes and you're in the U.S., you better do it tomorrow morning, first thing. I mean, if you're watching this on Monday, I think Monday the 15th, you have till midnight, right? If you're in the U.S. But either way, wherever you are, please keep a handle on your finances and make sure that everything is secure at work and at home when it comes to your email, your social media, your banking websites, everything like that. All right, I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I think it'll be Wednesday when I talk to you next. Okay, bye.